Welcome to the fantasy zone where we talk movies as fans, uh, comic book movies, Star Wars, everything movies and TV shows. We're going to talk about it. I am glad you are here today with me. And today I'm going to discuss Creed 3. Now, I'm I'm going to try to stay as spoiler free as possible. But if I happen to let some things out, I will make sure to post, hey, this is a spoiler, so that you can avoid it. But with that being said, let's dive right into it. Creed 3. Filming this in the morning, by the way, so I gotta get my coffee in. Creed 3. As I said in my straight from the movie theater reaction, I really, really enjoy this movie very much. Um, Hats off again to Michael B. Jordan for his directorial debut. His directorial debut. Fantastic. And couple of takeaways from the movie. Is it perfect? No, by no means. But it's really, really good. Like if I had to give it an 8 out of 10, I would give it.
Say what?
Well, I guess I just gave it to you. It would be an 8 out of 10. It wouldn't be a 10. Here's why it's not a 10. And these are small things that don't take away from the movie at all. But it was meaning it doesn't take away from your enjoyment of the movie, but it does take away from it being perfect, right? So, first off, well, before I go into that, Tessa Thompson, Jonathan Majors, the girl who plays the daughter, the actress is actually deaf. Let me look her name up because I want to get that right. But she is awesome, and this is the second feature or thing I've seen with deaf actor actress in the last month or two. The Last of Us, the kid in The Last of Us was deaf. He was a deaf actor, and this girl. I am being sidetracked. I apologize. Let me see. What is her name? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mila Davis Kent. She plays Amara Creed. There you go. All right. Good job. So she was great. Acting was really, really good. And Michael B. Jordan, listen, when I got out of the theater, my first reaction was mainly about Jonathan Majors because he kills it. He destroys it. But Michael B. Jordan was really, really good in this movie. And he's been putting out some great content for a while now. So he by no means should not be ignored. He actually does really, really good, which is something I'm going to talk about later. But he does really well. So acting good. Story was really good, as I mentioned in the theater. Really, really great job on the story. I enjoyed it very much. However, it is really, really like I hate to say it because it's going to make it sound like it's really bad, but it's just predictable, right? But in these movies, it's okay, right? It's like I'm not looking at something and thinking, like I'm not looking for M Night Shyamalan. Sorry, that's how I pronounce him. M Night Shyamalan. No, I'm not looking for uh, twist that M. Night Shyamalan would do, right? That's not what I'm looking for. So it being predictable is not that bad, but you kind of know, right? You kind of see it coming. So is it a knock? Sure. Is it a big knock? No. And the other thing that doesn't make it a 10 for me is Jonathan Majors. Hold on before you um come at me. Let me explain. Jonathan Majors' character is so freaking good in this movie, right? Not just him playing the character, but the character itself is so Damien is such a good character. And I wanted to see more of Damien doing Damien stuff. And I said, I'm trying not to spoil it. So, but like Damien does Damien stuff and does it very well, but it's kind of like he does Damien stuff, and ta-da, we're at the fight of the movie between him and Creed. I just felt like we got to that point too quickly. Like I hope that there's a director's cut that exists out there that gives me more of the Damien stuff. You know what I mean? Because Damien, what makes him who he is, he goes through. He sat on this for a while, and so for it to just develop so quickly, that was kind of a knock to me. But not to the point where I'm like, this movie was horrible. It was really, really good. I just wanted to see more of Damien doing Damien stuff. But overall, the movie is fantastic. Now, here's another thing I wanted to point out. I appreciate Michael B. Jordan for doing what he did with the fight scenes. And here's why I say that. We have watched Rocky, all 3,500 of them, right? And we've seen the two Creed movies. So we've seen boxing movies. And with each of these movies, you got to figure out a way to deliver the boxing piece of it and the training montages, because you got to have those, right? But in a way that is new but not distracting. And Michael, they deliver on this. It is a fresh look at the boxing movie. The way they film the fights, it's a fresh take on it, while still respecting the movies that came from in the past, right? So he doesn't go overboard, but he does do things differently. And I can tell you this much. He says he's an anime fan, and it shows in this movie. He definitely took his love of anime and sprinkled anime dust, if you will, on how he films this. And it's fantastic. So is it a little over the top? Sure, but it's a boxing movie, right? This is not a documentary. So you want to be entertained. And man, he did a great job. So I do want to say that although I understand that it's a tall task to try to take something that we've seen over and over and over again and try to make it new without upsetting people, and I feel like he did a great job. Great job. So overall, it's an 8 out of 10 for me. I definitely will be watching it again. Matter of fact, as soon as I left the theater, that's the first thing I said. I want to see this again. This was good. So, anyways, 8 out of 10. Go see Creed 3. It's really, really good.